First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The first of three on this fine Sunday. It is Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Back to throw. He'll find his big target. Had Freiermuth. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Let's go. Go.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Set to go now on first and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's second and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, That ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Quick throw here is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Steelers will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw today, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll run. This is Hall. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. He'll drop to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. Returnable from the 17. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Steelers with the early lead. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll run. He'll try the left side now, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They put Pickens in motion. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Take it in, back at his own 12. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. First and 10.
Go.
They send the tight end in motion. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
That's taken in left side by Smith. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you go.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Here we go.
Another run here with Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Third down, 3 to go. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Minka Fitzpatrick. The strong defense there, able to break that one up. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They put Pickens in motion. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills. And you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
70 Lion. Ready? 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 29.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Go check. Go check.
on the run. Here's Hall. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run. It's Hall. And he will score. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They put Pickens in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
To the air now on first and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete left side to Pickens. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we are at halftime here in the AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Taken at the 19. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They put Pickens in motion. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Steeler first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. The big fella, Quinn Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It is 3rd and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They will run it over center with Hall. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
A tough spot here. Third and long.
79 Bronco. 18 Pioneer. Hurt.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Jets first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time. Great placement. Nice big pickup.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. A gain there of 11. And the Jets have a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco 80. Check smash. Ready.
They'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's a run going left. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. There's a short one. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But this is taken in by a teammate.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
The second
what the
is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over here just past the 30.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
18 Raptors. Mustang 19.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Check, Bobcat.
It's 1st down, and it's Paul. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They bring Judy in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. On the give, it's Hall. He'll be brought down. Short pickup. It's at the 26. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the handoff, here comes Hall. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. 12 yards there, and a 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Man in motion is Smith.
Hawk 70.
A run on 1st and goal. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who is struggling a bit after that play. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Israel Abanikanda. Touchdown, New York. No problem there on the extra point. And the Jets are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. So they get the two-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Now a give on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here we go, here we go. Check smash.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back.
Ready? Hey, check that, street. Check out.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Come on, set. Check smash.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the number 2 seed. That means right back here next weekend as they'll host a game in the divisional round. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.